Rick. I found some of this. I had this stuff a long time ago. It's glazing liquid. Uh, you can. It's made to increase translucency and working time for blending and glazing acrylic paints. You can use it alone or blend with acrylic colors in any ratio. Useful for wet and wet blending. Improves brushability. Working time depends on surface. So it's going to be good for blending the colors together. I'm not going to do it on this one. Today I'm using my new Dick Blick knife with, this is burnt umber and black. And I put a little bit of that glaze in there. Hopefully it keeps the paint wet for me. And it's Thursday evening. And I just want to sketch something with this burnt umber. There's my horizon. Let's get started. Let me shut the bubbles off, though. These bubbles move, though. It's kind of cool. If you get them just right. Yeah. All right. Let me get started. Nobody's on yet, but I'll let this video upload later. There's my horizon. I got something in my mouth. That's why I'm waiting for it to dissolve. Let's put a mountain back there first. When I paint this, I think I want to paint it real loose and almost like Impressionism. So what I'm going to do is put some crazy looking mountains back here. Just kind of brush them in real loose, just across the back. Just like that. Let the knife create it. Just like that. Those are going to be the mountains. I don't want them to be pointy mountains. Let's draw some of it down so you can see it at least. If you haven't tried sketching with your knife yet, it's pretty fun to get your idea put up here and then go from there. Let's put a hill in here. Swooping down. And we'll put one over here. Put some kind of valley in there. With let's put a cliff down here. So we'll run some paint down like this. And then let's create like maybe a ledge. Like a ledge up there. Look at that. That looks cool. That looks like a cool rocky ledge there. Let's put one on the other side, because I think it needs one over here now. Tie them in together. Just like that. Yeah, that's a fun way to design. This could be a hill here. just a hill. This is a hill. And let's see. Yeah, we'll have like some cliffs coming down. Time into these hills. This is looking pretty cool. Looks pretty cool so far. And we'll put like some hills in there. This is going to be the valley cliff face here, and I'm not sure what this is going to be yet. I'm going to kind of flatten it out now. Let's flatten this out. So it's not so steep. We'll just put some cool stuff down here. I guess I can paint this one tonight. I can get started on this and paint it. I don't have to get up early tomorrow. I'm actually off tomorrow. So we got some mountains back here. I'm going to design my clouds like so they look like they're going off into the distance here with this. I call it the arch. We'll do an arch from both sides here. And you just follow this arch. You just make your clouds a little bigger as you go up that arch. You keep them small here, and then it looks like they're going off into the distance there. It's pretty cool. Cool way to do some clouds. And then you can put any size clouds up in here. But today I want to do everything kind of, I want to do it dark. I don't want to have any bright, like green grass in here, so it'd be like dark green grass. So anyway, there's the sketch. The sketch is not as good as I usually do, because the mountains, I just kind of threw them up there. I just kind of went like this for the mountains. But what I'll do, let me throw some Payne's Gray down real quick. I'm using Utrecht on this painting because Utrecht, their paint is pretty good for landscapes. Let me show you this one I did yesterday. It's on a 10 by 20. I don't know if it's fitting in the camera there, but you got to do your paintings on different size canvases, because when I go out there to sell at the markets, you got to have a whole bunch of different sizes. And that's a 10 by 20. I put some Payne's Gray down here. I'm going to throw a little blue and some white down and sap green. Hold on. I didn't put any paint out because I didn't think I was gonna paint this. But I want to paint the mountains in first so this will look better here. Hold on. I'm gonna use some cerulean blue and put a little violet in it for the sky. So right off, just to get started, I'm going to take some Payne's Gray here, dark, and add just a little bit of that blue in there. And so it's like turns like a bluish gray for the mountains. Look at that. I might even use some of that up in the sky. That looks pretty good. All right, here we go. I'm going to start. This is acrylic paint. I'm going to start painting in my mountains. Payne's Gray with cerulean blue in it. Right over the top of that burnt umber. And I wanted to do it kind of loose. That's why I put the knife work up there real loose, because I didn't want this to look like pointy mountaintops up there. I want it to look like I just took my brush and kind of painted it in there. That looks pretty good. I like that blue. You probably can't see it on the camera, but it's because it probably looks black, but man, up close it's a really nice dark blue. Let me put a little white in there and I'll show you what I mean at the bottom. A little white. It's kind of mixing with the burnt umber as well, but let me get a blending brush now. You'll see some of the blueness of that color. It's pretty cool. All right, well, there's my mountains. There's the mountains. I want them to remain dark, though, up here. Dark up here, and then lighter down here. There we go. Oh, we got a little more down here. Let me put just white down here. Real loose. I'm painting real loose. I might have to darken up some of those tops once it dries a bit. I put a little glaze in there. That's why it's staying a little more wet than usual. So what's going to happen now, I'm getting a light gray. I want these to be like, I guess, rocky cliffs here. Kind of, we'll make them straight across. Because I want to do something different here. Some kind of cliffs. I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have water running off these cliffs. From way back here, I'll probably like run some water down to the top of these cliffs, drop some water maybe down in here. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I can lighten up some of the tops of these real quick to get the right, like the perspective going on. So we can kind of like see the top of it. Just like that. I think I see it now. Yeah, that looks good. I can see it. All right. That's looking pretty good. Looking real good. I don't know why this stuff didn't really blend in that well for some reason. There we go. It needs to be lighter. It needs to be lighter back here. So Lisa and I, we played at an Aegis just a while ago, which is it's a place where people where they need help because they're getting old and they're losing their memory, like the memory care. There's a memory care floor, and we go there and we get to sing for like an hour, and we do all these songs for them to help them try and remember because they all have something that where they can't. They're slowly losing their memory. So where they're staying, they take care of them. They really take care of them. It's a really cool place, man. It's like probably costs $10,000 a month for them to live there. They take care of them pretty good over there. They got some good food. They pay us to entertain them. We get to go there like once a month and play for them. And we do it at a lot of them. There's a lot of those places here in Seattle. The one we went to today, it was a place called Bellevue, which is kind of like a suburb of Seattle. Well, they wouldn't like me saying that. Bellevue is its own like city. Let's put it that way. But it's like right near Seattle. It's just if here's Seattle, there's a bridge, a water bridge, and then Bellevue's right there, right across the bridge. Okay. Maybe something that's almost like San Francisco and Oakland. If you go over the Golden Gate Bridge, and then boom, you're in Oakland. Or vice versa. Oakland to San Francisco. All right, this is looking pretty good. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing here, but this is what I mean about sketching from your mind. I had someone sent me a message and said they were giving it a try, so I got your message. I'm glad you're trying it because it's really fun. It's really fun to do. I don't know if I like those just this one here. There we go. So these are going to be clips. What my idea is, here's my idea. Take a fan brush, I'm going to wet it. And I put some white on it. Wow. This brush is pretty nice. I'm going to use this to make some trees. It's pretty stout. I think I got this at Dick Blick's. So the whole idea is I want to run some water down here from up top here. Just like that. So we'll put a waterfall in there. Man, that looks pretty cool. That looks cool already. And you know what? You don't have to do them right now, but you can run other waterfalls over here that are smaller off the back side of these cliffs like this, okay? I'll just put a few in case you don't watch the whole video. But just like that. Man, look at that. I just came up with this in my mind. So that's what I mean, like painting from your mind. It's pretty fun. Look at those waterfalls already. I'm going to mix a little violet and that cerulean blue and some white. And try and get a light blue color for the sky up here. A light blue. Maybe just right here in the middle section. Just right in there. Try some of that dark blue I made for the mountains and see what it looks like up here. Might have to, I'll run a streak straight across. Maybe it'll look like a row of clouds going across the back in a different color. Have you ever seen the clouds in the sky where they're like going straight across and they're just layered? That's what I think I want to do here. Let me lighten up the bottom of that. It might work, it might not. I'm not sure. But I kind of wet my brush quite a bit to get this titanium white in here. All right, just like that. Just like that, I got the sky done. The underpaint. I want that to look like a band of clouds up there on top. Kind of looks like it. I don't know if you haven't watched me paint before. I like to fill in all the color first, and then I'll start designing it some more. So these waterfalls, I couldn't wait. I mean, that's like I had to put one in just to see what it looked like. That looks awesome. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use the color of the mountains, right? And put white in it and use it down here in this section. So I'm going to take some of that mountain color on the side and just lighten it up with some blue. And I'll have to put that, redo the waterfall there. But I just want to put some blue here under this cliff. And some blue, probably blue over here. Maybe all the dark spots I'll leave in. Those can be shadows or something. Or you can paint over them. Doesn't matter. I'll have to redo that waterfall. Let's just put the whole painting in with this bluish color, and then I'll fix it up. This will be the underpaint, okay? You can leave some of this dark in, and maybe we'll put like a ledge there or something. But we'll just fill the whole underpaint with this bluish color. So we'll have like a bluish undertone. Okay. There we go. All right, so the underpaint's done. Boom. I like it. I'll design something down here. I mean, I'll put some different colors down there. But that blue will be the undertone then. All right. I'm kind of liking this one. I like these waterfalls here. We put it back in because, I mean, it looks pretty wicked. It looks pretty wicked. Man. Hey, at least I got one person on. And I'm trying to make it to 1,500. If you haven't subscribed yet, that'd be great. I'll make it to 1,500. This is actually when I'm done with this, I'm going to say it's my 1,500 subscriber video. I'm almost at 1,500. It's amazing. That many people I'm hoping they want to learn how to paint or just watch me paint. That's fine. You can just watch me. Because I got a lot of good ideas coming up soon. I mean, a lot of good ideas. Man, I know this one's going to sell for sure now with these waterfalls. It looks so cool. I could make all this water down here. Let me put a little mist down here and see what happens first. We'll put a little mist underneath these drops. Man, look at that. This is how you design on the fly, everybody. I think Chloe might like this one if she ends up finding it. Uh, Anytime you put paint down, you should try and get a blend on the bottom part just to get rid of that hard edge. You see what I'm doing? Just on the bottom, I'm blending the hard edge in. Uh, if Unless it's something like a waterfall where you want it to look hard. But this is supposed to be mist down here, and you don't want to just leave it not blended in. It's hard to explain. It'll come to me in a second, but it's like how you do the clouds. When you do the cloud, you gotta kind of blend the bottom out so it looks like it's part of the sky. You know what I mean? Just get rid of the bottom edge. See how cool it looks when you blend it in? It becomes part of the water then down here. This is all going to be water now. Wow. Man, this is looking pretty good. This is all mist. It's the water spraying up from the waterfall. I want to put a different color in it so it, man, this is looking good. I really like this one. Now, here, what I'm seeing here on these dark spots, check this out. Get some gray, Payne's gray and white. I haven't even done the mountains yet, but you know how I made these cliffs with white and gray? So these can be rocks in here. I'll put a little gray. And then I'll highlight them to make them look like the tops of rocks or something. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Let's make some rocks down here. Boulders, big boulders. A bunch of rocks down there. So this is how you paint on the fly. You got to give it a try. It's pretty fun. Now, I kind of got sloppy on my sky up there, but luckily I have a little bit of that blue left that I used on the mountains. That dark blue. I'm going to try and make the edge look a little tighter up there. Okay. Wow. I really like this. Man. It's looking pretty wicked. Look at all those waterfalls I got in there. This is amazing. All right, let's put some color on these rocks here. Basically, all you got to do is pretend that there's a top part of this rock and take your white and just put some white on top. And do it on all these rocks here. Just put a little white on the tops. Now get some gray, Payne's gray, with a little white in it. And then what we're going to do is put some dark color underneath the rock, okay? Just like that. It's right up next to the white. You can even pull some of the white into it if you want. You just basically got to get a dark color underneath the white. Look at that. I'm going to hit it again with white. I think what happened, that gray wasn't dry, and it was still wet, so the white didn't come off my blade good enough. There we go. We got some cliffs there. Some rocky ledges there. I'll work on them a little more, but you get the idea. You get the idea. If you were out here standing, you'd be standing right on that rock there. All right, it's looking pretty good. Man. You know, the only thing I can do, there's a lot you can do to this painting, obviously. I mean, you could keep this all watered down here, and you could put a tree coming in over here on the side to get something into the foreground. So I don't want to use white there because I got a white top here. I need a light color right there. You know what? It needs to be dark. We need a dark color right there. Like this color, which is a dark gray kind of. Let me see if it's dark enough. No. So we need, like, well, I'm putting a dark color here so that the rock, the cliff stands out more. You can't use white because the top of the cliff is white. So, all right, there we go. That looks good enough. really digging this. Let's see what I can do here. I could put some bushes here and put a tree over here. Let's do that. I don't want to waste too much time. So what I'm going to do is put some bushes down in here, right in this corner. That'll be all right. Just some dark bushes. All right. Because I want to try my big fan brush that I found, where the bristles are kind of stout. Well, they're not stout anymore after I wet it. Look at that. They got really flimsy. I was going to put a big tree here, but yeah. I'm not going to do an evergreen tree. I'm just going to do a just a tall tree coming through the scene. Look at that. That's how you put something in the foreground when you don't know what to put. Then we'll have some either grass here with a few bushes here around the tree, you know. Maybe we'll make it grass like this. See that? We'll have to turn that to green grass down there maybe. Look at that tree. That's amazing. I could turn that into a birch tree. Have you seen my birch trees? Where I put the white on it. I think if you've been watching my videos, you probably have seen the birch trees. They're kind of fun to do if you haven't done one before. Man, this is only 45. This looks really cool. Uh, Here, let's do this real quick. Since I'm running with trees right now, so I can give you some ideas besides that tree. We could put something over here. Uh, like some tree branches. There's a lot you can do down here. Just trying to give you some ideas. A bunch of tree, like twigs. I haven't even done the clouds yet. I might not even get to the clouds. I'm gonna do a birch tree, guys. I hope I got volume on here. I forgot I had this thing plugged in. Hey, how's it going? Paint your dream world. I'm glad you stopped in. I'm gonna check out some of your videos. They're great, man. Your paintings are awesome. If any of you haven't seen Paint Your Dream World, you should subscribe to his channel. It's pretty good. He does a lot of cool paintings there. I'm going to get my phone out, make sure the volume's still working on here. Where am I at? I wish I could keep the chat up. I do have a super chat now. I don't know how to use it yet. I do have, I might have a few commercials on there. YouTube puts them on there. Let's see. Yeah, I can hear my voice, so we're good. All right, look at those waterfalls, man. Doesn't that look cool? If you didn't see me how I put all that together, I started with a knife and I sketched everything in with a knife. Oh, check this out. Some of that blue color up there, it almost looks like highlights up there. I don't want to go too crazy with this one. I mean, it looks good. It's a good design. I think if you wanted to try and paint something similar to this, I think you could do it. You don't have to do it exactly like this. Hopefully this gave you some ideas, you know. And I'm trying to rush, so take your time. Just trying to edge the water down here. I got to think about my water here now. So I'm going to bring some water from way back here. like a river coming down. That's where I think I'm going to put it. Run it up a little higher here. All the way to the top of the mountain. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I mean, I could have made it wind a little more, but that'll work. When you do it, have a little more style in there. I'm going to put some white clouds around my mountaintops because I think it looks cool sometimes. Have you ever done this? Just take some titanium white right next to your mountains and do this. Pull up a little bit of white right around the top peak. And I'll round that off in a little bit, but it kind of looks cool sometimes just to have some white right around the top edge of the mountain. Maybe we'll just have one cloud right here. Let me get a different brush. That one's too small. So titanium white. We'll just put a cloud right here. All right. Let me do I wanted to do the birch tree for you. I put a little blue and white in the, or blue and gray in the white. So I'm going to try and turn this into a birch tree. Take your knife right on the edge and pull it down and then up a little. Try and do it lightly and get it to break. Get the paint to break a little. Just like that. You can see just a little paint goes a long way. Okay. Doesn't that look cool? I put a little blue in the white because I didn't want it to be like a bright white. There you go. all you got to do. That's all you got to do. I really like this one. I think I'm going to finish it up tomorrow. I'll probably do a part 2. I really like these rocks right here. Although I think I need a darker color. I need a darker color down here, I think. Maybe just underneath the white. And not all the way down. It definitely needs to be a little darker. There you go. That looks better. It's really starting to take shape. I want to put a little blue in these cliffs as well. The whole painting's got like blue in it now, so. I'm glad you got to watch this one. I'm almost at 1,500 subscribers. Saturday's my birthday. Saturday's my birthday. And we got a show. We're going to have a show on my birthday. It's a place called Poor Decisions here in Seattle. So that'll be fun. There's quite a few people making cupcakes, brownies, cake. I'll do the clouds tomorrow. I'll do a part 2 on this one. I'm kind of getting tired. But that's a good start. That's a good design. I think once I put some color on the mountains, it should look pretty cool. And the clouds up there. It looks really loose. Look at all that water coming down. I'm going to let it set on my eyes overnight, and then I'll do some more stuff to it tomorrow. But this looks pretty good. Look at all this stuff going on, like on top of the cliffs and stuff. Like all this stuff that just happened naturally up there. Bada bing. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. It's probably going to be in the morning. I'll finish this one up. It's been an hour, so it's getting pretty late here in Seattle, so I'm going to go to bed and hit the dream world. Look at that. I got a dream button on here. Or it could be a nightmare. All right, guys. Ciao.